Welcome everybody to another episode of the Providence Lucha Talk. I'm your boy Jay Casanova,
And there's Lucito.
and we're here to talk about everything and anything that has to do with wrestling. For those who are joining us, we appreciate you and thank you for supporting us on our social media, the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as the YouTube Providence Lucha Talk. And those who are listening to us on your favorite podcast media app, we appreciate you. Please make sure to give us the thumbs up and the 5-star if you're on Apple Podcasts. So we're weeks away from Wrestlemania, one of the biggest wrestling event of all history. And as you can see, Lucita is proud of
I gotta rock
solution.
the future champions. Hopefully.
He's rocking the New
Cody.
American Nightmare. What does it say?
I think it's undesirable, undeniable, and uncrowned.
Uncrowned.
So we'll see. Maybe he gets crowned April 2nd. I think that's gonna be hopefully the final match for night 2.
Yeah, because
I think they're closing. Rhea and Charlotte are closing night 1.
but people are arguing as well that the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens versus the Usos for the tag team title belt should be the closer for night 2. What's your thought about this type of argument? Like,
No, I think the I know things have changed, and sometimes they've had the women's championship close the event, but you brought Cody for a reason. Roman Reigns, the hottest thing in wrestling,
right?
Since 2 years ago.
But this is for night 1.
Night 2, I think night 2.
No. Night 2 is
Cody.
It's Cody.
Night 1, I think it should be. They should open.
Who should open
for the tag team championship?
That's not a bad approach.
Because then you have the woman to finish, like basically Charlotte's like your main person. Then you can have Bianca open night 2, like basically finish night 1 with a women's championship and start night 2 with a women's championship. But I feel like Sami Zayn the Usos could set the pace for night 1. Like I feel like if they're stuck in the middle, it's gonna lose some of the importance of the match. And if the Usos end up losing night 1, literally first match in night 1, it messes with psychologically with Roman Reigns longer rather than close. Yeah, and then them closing off night 1, it's just like I feel like it wouldn't be as like the effect of it. And I don't know. It's just start with the Usos, end with Charlotte, start with Bianca, and with the champion, with Roman Reigns at the end.
And Cody. I wouldn't mind Asuka and Bianca being an opener too. Those are really good matches. The thing when it comes building a good card, you know what I'm saying, good show, you definitely want a strong starter and a strong closer. Yeah. But then the question is, what is going to be your 9:00 match?
Night 1, the triple threat for the IC title.
Is the IC title more impactful than the tag team?
At the moment, no, because the Usos are basically like the longest. Like they have there's more story than what currently is happening with the IC title.
So that's why, like for me, I need something that keep people.
You could have John Cena too. You still got John Cena in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't put John Cena.
Is day 2 for me.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put John Cena in the same thing as Roman Reigns. Like I feel like I will say Roman Reigns. I feel like he needs his night. That's his like
Cena versus Theory. It's nowhere close to what Roman and Cody are.
Yeah, so that would be a good, basically mid match, like basically the middle 4 for night 1.
I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit too.
Because I feel like if let's say Austin Theory wins, which hopefully we'll see. When we get closer to the WrestleMania, we'll give our predictions. But him winning the night before Raw, I feel like it's not enough time. Not for prep, because I don't know if he needs a prep or not. But like
everything is already planned out.
But it's just like I don't know. I feel like if he gets an extra day, he could like maybe do some media or like promos or whatever. Then
I'm on the side of Cena Theory night 2.
Okay.
I need to end the show with the bang. I need AEW and New Japan to think hard of what they're going to be promoting for Forbidden Door. I need Impact to think twice as hard to figure out what they're going to do with their pay-per-view Sacrifice. I need Ring of Honor to step up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play all my big plays night 2.
They did I will say, I don't want to go too much of left field, but they did a good job this Wednesday with Vikingo.
Okay,
To set the pace.
we're not
No,
there
but I'm saying, but AEW set the pace.
We're not
No,
there
but
yet.
but to set the pace, yeah.
Let's continue with the WrestleMania.
But to set the pace as a competitor, they set the pace. So we gotta see what they do for 9 and 1 and 2.
I mean, again, my 9 o'clock, for the WrestleMania topic, right? My 9 o'clock, I prefer the tag team belt, and the reason why, I have to keep my audience engaged, some way, somehow engaged. My opener, and this is a shocker for you, take it as is. I would want the Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul
For night 1.
I want that to be my opener. Seth Rollins has a great resume of matches in WrestleMania history. When it comes to openers, he's like the guy. Like anyone who I want to set that type of tone for the night, Seth freaking Rollins. And I know Logan Paul, I hate to say this, but I got to give him props. He'll be able to match that energy too.
Yeah, because that's the thing. They have so many matches like set on paper. Now it's just figuring out like who's going where. The only one that's kind of like in limbo at the moment is Bobby Lashley. And I've seen on Twitter people talking about maybe Brian Cage because he's a free agent. So you might see Brian Cage and Bobby Lashley.
That's not going to get a big pop.
Well, at least because there's nobody else to throw at. I hope they don't throw Jay White on.
It could be Goldberg.
He's a free agent. I don't know. They've seen him. I think I saw a thing on Twitter recently. Gordon Grace. Yeah, he was like, I'm trying to convince him to come to Impact.
Yeah, that's funny.
Who knows? So we have Brian Cage, Goldberg as free agent. Jay White is a free agent. Like Randy Orton, it's who knows. AJ Styles. Like there's a lot of people not in.
Bobby versus Randy would not be that bad because at least Randy match him in height and power.
But there's no story. They're just throwing a match just to have a throw match.
And they're veterans. They know how to wrestle. As long as they know how to get the crowd reaction, that's no more. That's ideal. And that right there, if Bobby match could be for night 2, that'd be great. Night 1, it set the pace. You know what I'm saying? I want to get the Seth Rollins as my opener. All right. I want the Uso to be my 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that right there is going to set up the pace. And then I'm going to need Rhea and Charlotte to end it with a bang. The same way how Japan beat the U.S. for the World Classic, it's the same way I need Rhea and Charlotte to like bring it all.
Do you think? No. Just from that, you think, especially Japan beating U.S., you think Asuka might beat Bianca Belair? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, let's not go too.
No, but I'm saying, like,
let's not go with our
maybe what is a War Baseball Classic?
Type of voodoo type of thing. Nah. All I'm saying is, if we're talking like baseball term due to the World Classic, I need them to be like sharp. I also need the Rey Mysterio storyline to be on day 1 just to get it done with, and I would rather have
the Edge match. Where is it gonna be?
Edge versus who?
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor?
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Brood. I think it might be Brood version of Edge versus Demon in a Hell in a Cell. Yeah.
Is that official?
I don't think it's gonna be Demon, but I think he cut a promo. We might see Demon Balor against Edge. But I think
got a match with Finn Balor at Mania in this Hell in a Cell. The fuck? How they gonna bring the cage? Well, it's SoFi Stadium, but all right. Where do I want that? I want that day 1. Cage in, cage out. On to the next. Like me, I'm like because like I would want I would like to have Becky. Okay. Becky versus Bayley.
Yeah.
The trio. Yeah.
It's gonna be a trio.
Yeah, it's a trio match. Yeah. I want that at day 1. Yeah. Day 2, I just need my heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? I need my Edge. I need my Bianca and Asuka. I need my Roman Reigns and Cody. I need.
So if you want your Edge, that means you don't want to catch in and out. You want to in and out night 2.
What?
The Edge one, night 2?
Edge?
Because Edge is a cage. That's a Hell in a Cell one.
Look, I didn't even know. Like the one match I was told about is the 4-way tag team match.
Okay.
That they announced.
I think it's what is it? The Street Profit, Viking Raiders.
Who
it's Alpha?
Ricochet and Braun.
Is it Team Alpha or whatever? Not Team Alpha, but Alpha Academy, isn't it?
I thought they broke up.
They're not separated. The OTs, we have OTs and
okay. Like,
I think that's who it is.
I would like that to be a filler for night 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, that's a night 2 type event. I need my Mysterio family. Maybe night 2 because I didn't even knew I was not aware about the
Edge one.
Yeah, like the fuck. Okay, so yeah,
the only one that doesn't have a match per se, it's Damien Priest, basically out of that group, sort of.
Surprisingly, damn. Well, he probably be in favor in helping out Finn Balor. Yeah. So that story,
I would keep. I think since Charlotte and Rhea Ripley are having night 1, I want to keep them separate. Her and Dominic. And Dominic. No, like
the Rey story. I want it for night 2.
So I feel like I want them separated, so it's like they don't get involved in neither each other's like story.
But so here's the thing. If you have that separate, Dominic, there's like a good 55% chance he's gonna like intervene that match towards the end, and instead of it being like a clean win for Rhea.
I think Rhea will be like, oh, she's mommy. She's gonna be like, stay away. Like I got this.
I feel like he's gonna be a distraction, but also maybe a good cause for her to lose the belt or lose.
He's like an X factor, like a wild card.
Yeah,
in the match. Okay,
like, that's my fear with Dominique. I'd rather Dominique be in day 1. I don't know. I need that Rey Mysterio for night 2. Like I said, I need.
And do you think I was talking to this a couple of coworkers at work and stuff? Do you think because Rey Mysterio Rey himself, he's gonna get inducted a couple of nights before? Do you think we will see Rey Mysterio with the mask or Rey Mysterio without the mask? Because he's gonna be inducted by Conan, so Conan's gonna be like Rey as the luchador and the wrestler will be inducted Hall of Fame. Not Rey as the dad. And not Rey without the mask, because he was Rey without the mask at WCW, and he was like dressed up like a gangster, whatever. So he could come in and wrestle his son as that rather than Rey with the mask. Because like I won't whip you as as a wrestler, but I whip you as a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like
I hear you.
Like it's
the way how Dominique is pushing and saying like prison and the gangster life and shit. It does make sense if Rey does.
Imagine him comes in a lowrider and like him and Conan driving in, like Latin World Order that he was, and like Eddie picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, so far, like it's like it's.
But the last time you throw me one of these hypothetical, I was stuck with the Solo breaking the bloodline, and till this day we have not seen shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? So I like the idea, but I'm not.
The Rock ruined that one. Because if The Rock would have been, The Rock, if he wanted to,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who almost who got pulled over by the police on his way to an XFL meeting on TikTok. I'm like, The Rock is something else, honestly.
I know he ruined my prediction, and he also ruined Shazam, but that's something else.
Shazam has 11 million views. They made $11 million on opening night. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also who was the director for Shazam? They said they no longer want to do superhero movies.
I think Fahey. Is it Fahey? No, it's not Fahey.
No, it's someone else.
Yeah. But either way, it just like
there was like I'm done with superhero.
Yeah, I wish Frank would be like, I told you all DC movies are not good.
DC, okay, so when it comes to DC, live action. Yeah. They're not that.
Yeah, animate's great.
Animation, that's their strongest. Yeah. Live action has not been solid. Marvel is the opposite. Yeah. So, like I can't wait to see Shazam on Freebie or something.
It'll be there soon. Don't worry about it.
God bless The Rock.
But
I don't think The Rock is gonna like people. He's being blackballed. Not blackballed. There was this trend. that if there's a person you see in the trailer that would indicate that the movie is going to be bad, and this one dude said Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Any movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, there's a great chance it's going to be terrible. I'm like,
the thing is like,
out of Fast and the Furious series,
he doesn't add nothing to it. Like if you put anybody else,
Faster, he was pretty good, but
he plays himself. Like it's not like he's like he's acting.
Have you seen Faster?
Yes, but it's not this. Like it's like all the wrestlers turn actors. Like John Cena, he uses his John Cena thing, and also it's like he has more personality. I would say that shows out. Same thing, Drax. Like he became another person. Like he was another character, and like in other movies, I hit some other comedies that Batista did. He was like there was acting in there. The Rock is just himself. Like there's nothing
At all time.
Like, which is fine if that makes you millions and millions and millions
of
dollars.
The funny thing about that reel too about The Rock, it's like he was like, yeah, it's The Rock, and I had a friend who told me, this is the person in the video, he'd be like, I had a friend who told me The Rock does the same thing on all of his movie. Towards the end, he'll say 3 lines, look at the camera, do the eyebrow, and then the movie is done. And it's like, oh shit, that's cap. Especially in Furious 6. The guy look at the camera, pull out his gun, and start blowing up at the helicopter. I'm like, bro.
Well, it was just, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah.
So he were my predictions for Solo, but you know.
So Solo, but yeah, I heavy hitters. I need really, I need.
But I think the matches so far that they have like written sort of barring injury, they have the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. You have Asuka and Bianca Belair. You have the triple threat with Sheamus, McIntyre, and Gunther.
That's my night one.
You have Sami Zayn. It's not finalized, but we know what will happen. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against the Usos. You have
it is a hell of a
John Cena.
Wow.
You have John Cena and Logan.
Oh, that shit was announced on the
in Providence.
On the 14th.
When it was a Providence thing. He was like, he cut a promo.
Oh, shit.
Then you had Cena and Theory and Omos and Brock Lesnar.
And Brock Lesnar.
And Bobby Lashley, nobody yet.
Yeah, I was like, WrestleMania has their own Twitter account, and I was trying to see if I could find more information. Yeah. But I think he just broke it down for us, so we're good.
But I think maybe and also, sorry, I forgot the I guess a Fatal 4 tag team that we mentioned. But besides, I think it's a balanced one. I think everybody's gonna have enough time to like the matches breathe rather than it's gonna be like boom, boom, boom. I sort of before I don't know, I was critical because of the COVID and stuff, critical about the night 1 and 2 of wrestling, but of WrestleMania. But I think that's good for them because
it's good for business.
It paces everything out rather than having like an 8-hour show. You could have 2 3-hour shows or maybe 2 4-hour shows and balance out the card.
And people will,
and you can sell more tickets too.
People will pay half the cost.
Yeah,
they will be fully entertained within the 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, which ideally that's what you really want. Because
it used to be like 6 8-hour pay-per-views, like,
and especially when it was in Texas or something with that heat on the people and shit. Is like, come on, we gotta be more, more.
And I think if they split into 2, sort of what happened to Tampa Bay, it rained down in the beginning, so that took time. So if you would have had everybody in one night, you would have had to cut.
Out to Samoa Joe,
you would have had to cut out.
Rain. Oh my!
Yeah, you would have had to cut out everybody, like everybody's matches. So at least if they had 2 nights, they could prepare for. And so far Stadium is closed. Either way, they could like retractable dome.
It's a closed building. They got to continue finding more closed stadium for these type of shows.
No, they need to do something. I think I don't know if they done a while back in TD Garden, but it'd be nice if I think it might be too small for it. But like for Mania,
it's too small. Yeah. Too
small. I know they've done it at MSG. They've done it like
MSG was before WWE became as huge as it was. I don't
like they need to do something up here. Like
MSG is like one of those special live show that shit like
Raw 25 or like ACW.
Big moments, big moment, but not WrestleMania. Yeah. WrestleMania, you got everybody around the world and their mothers coming in.
Traffic. New York sucks normally. Imagine like And all those people coming in, yeah.
The subway filled with people. Oh no, I can't. I cannot. But like WrestleMania definitely looking like a ideal pay-per-view, and I'm happy that AEW announced that they're doing Forbidden Door as well. One of the top stories is that Mercedes Monet might make an appearance, which is really, really good. I think she might take a quick stop at
Impact or NWA?
Wherever Mickey James is at. Impact. She's gonna make a quick stop there, pick up something, and then head over to Forbidden Door. If this happened, I'll be 2023 will be her
And we
year.
kind of talked about it. She's kind of becoming sort of a belt collector.
I mean,
If she, and so
one so far.
Yeah,
She
so
got
far.
one.
Yeah, she's on her way.
She got to be Mickey James, and then from Mickey James, I don't think she's gonna be. What's
Edo one? Jordan Grace?
Yeah, Jordan Grace. That's
Gonna be a tough one about.
Like Mercedes is like she's skillful, but to be like a person whose body fat is nearly like 10% or less of muscles.
They've done it before on the male side, so you know what I'm saying, somebody like a technical wrestler going through.
Yeah. Going through, but it was Swanson who lost to Kenny Omega, not Moose. Moose, Moose lost to Swanson, and then Swanson lost to Kenny for those belts. So it's like,
but Rich Swanson beat a muscle dude.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
But I think
I
if
got my eyes on you, Mercedes Monet.
the one I'm concerned, I don't know how it's gonna work out, but the Taya Valkyrie appearing in AEW.
Who?
Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah.
I would like her to beat Jade, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, she's too old.
She's gonna basically they giving her somebody difficult to prove basically the resume for Jade.
Anyone who would have beat her would have been Trish Stradlander or Nyla Rose. Those two would have been
Jade.
I
would have I think it's gonna be Mercedes Monet who's gonna take the record, or maybe not. Who knows?
over Athena.
Athena she's not even the same level as Monet.
Like I hope
if Jade really wanted 2 titles, she could go to Ring of Honor and take the thing from Athena, like right now.
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact. Good.
Like it's Jade. It's like
really
she kind of doing that Eddie Kingston one.
Point. She could have taken the belt from Athena a long time ago.
Because I feel like she's doing the same thing as Eddie Kingston. Like, you know what? I'm saying AEW, do your thing in Ring of Honor because you don't want me here. Because I know Eddie Kingston was like, I told Moxley, I'm not messing with Claudio. Then he's like, I'm a free now. I'm a free man. I'm not in
Claudio and Yuta are now trying to be the bad boys.
Trying to be dishonorable
in AEW.
And they need better. They need better graphic tees because those sweaters are not good.
I mean, they're basic.
That's what they are. They basic wrestler. Like it's not.
Like, it's surprisingly talking about AEW. It's surprisingly that the trio belts are not in the equation anymore. I would have loved
for AEW or
for the Elite doesn't have the belt.
Yeah.
In order for it to be on the line between
the BCC,
the BCC versus the Elite.
Yeah.
My heart is kind of broken for that because that would have been a hell of a fight. But I guess you don't need the belt.
Yeah,
for these two groups.
And the team that has it, they're fine.
Who's their opponent so far
for the House of Black?
Yeah,
they've been the Elite, and I think they're doing a triple threat. I don't know if that happened. I think they beat I forgot who it was. They beat.
You see this right here, ladies and gentlemen? This is my point.
They beat JSA because it was a triple threat. It was JSA and I forgot the other team.
The Elite.
Was it the Elite and JSA? Yeah. So that was like the last.
Triangle, wasn't it?
No, it was a triple threat. So it was 3 teams. So it was the Elite, JSA, and
the Elite.
House of Black.
House of Black. And the House of Black retained the belt. Yeah. And now who's their current opponent?
There's nobody at the moment.
This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. this belt should have stayed with the Elite till Double or Nothing against BCC. And then if BCC would have won it, House of Black whoop their ass, get the belt, or the Elite retain, House of Black shows in, kick their ass, take the belt. If they pull this plug too fucking soon. That is my problem. The only team to make the House of Black a little bit uplifting, the Empire, the or is it the Embassy?
The Embassy is Ring Honor, the Aussie Empire, it's New Japan. The Death Triangle will be good too. Well, they used to be the former champions.
I mean, like, that's another people. Yeah, but right now, both the Lucha Bros are now in the Ring of Honor
tag team
tournament. So it's like, okay, they're out of the picture. Who else do we got? We got to bring hard-hitting trio teams that's going to make this more exciting.
The one that it's kind of like, I know this is like out of left field, but La Rebelión, which is like the Mexican one, they could be a good like competition. So if they
who's the team again?
I know it's a Mecha 450, 66, and normally Taurus, Black Taurus. The guy that has like the bull. That's like something different now. They're working. They kind of
are they free or are they with AAA?
They're with AAA, but they are working. But they're working in conjunction with AAA. They have a good relationship, working with they bringing
Shout
people
out to
across.
Kenny for that.
Yeah, so they bringing people across, which is good. But I think at the moment, like that title could be on hold at the moment because like there's bigger people like feuds coming through because you have the BCC against the Elite. You have also maybe Don Callis working with BCC, who knows? And you also have the Hangman situation. So there's a lot of bigger stories than title holder stories.
I need I need this belt to be a little bit more.
You think
special.
You think it's more important than the tag team one, or it should be more important than the tag team?
We have this conversation right now. Yes,
for the men, for AEW.
Yes. We had this conversation,
but it's not. That's not the team.
We had this conversation about 4 or 5.
But the team, but at the moment, the Acclaim had it when we talked about it. Yeah.
Right now, the Guns' best opponent is the Acclaim to keep the story relevant.
They have FTR, which they're gonna be like basically loser home.
Is not 100% if they're gonna stay.
Yeah, so that's gonna be their thing. If they sign, they might win the title. If they lose, they're gonna go.
Honor, if anything, FTR could probably do like a freelance contract with Ring of Honor, being their champion for a bit, and hopefully they could develop a good tag team to be able to represent Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But right now, the tag team, the regular traditional tag team, is overshadowed by the trio, especially the way how the Elite in Death Triangle have been represented. It definitely showed like it's no longer about 2 guys. Now it's 3. Now it's multiple factor. Now it's more enlightenment. It's keeping us focused. There's other elements to the match that helps and keep people engaged and also help people build up a better resume than just a tag team. Because the Freebird rule, cool. It works, but it doesn't benefit everybody. Because if it did benefit everybody would have been doing it. Yeah. Only a selected few have been using this special rule. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't. Right now, it's basic. I don't like using that word for this championship, but it's basic to the trio, and the trio just need other Grand Slam tough team to be able to like elevate it higher.
Yeah, because AEW at the moment, in-house people, they don't have too many people. Either they're busy in tag team situation or they're trying to be singles. Like not too many trios besides like the Lead, the House of Black,
Best Friends. You have Matt Hardy and his crew. You have freaking
but like legit contenders. Like let's say if you're really gonna like Matt Hardy and them, they're not.
Matt Hardy with Private Party is a trio.
They're not. They're part of the.
That's automatic still.
Yeah.
Dark Order is automatic, even though they're not going to be a winning team. Like I already mentioned, Best Friend. If the Kingdom could find one more male person,
that's probably Adam Cole because he used to be in the Kingdom.
If that works out, that's another nice trio team. the JS. That's another one. I'm not sure who else Miro by himself. I don't give a damn. Like honestly, who?
I feel like every company is like a Frankenstein team, so they need to like put Miro with two random peoples just to like powerhouse. But you know what I'm saying? How sometimes they do like
that's all he really needs, to be honest with you. He doesn't need like, oh, I need another all-star in order for me to win. Nah, he just need two jobbers. Shut up, be there. I'll take care of business. Destroy everybody in the ring. 1, 2, 3, and you know they just ride the coattail like Seth Rollins when he was part of the Authority. Like
I think it was him and the
he had like Pierce and some other dude.
It was two cruiserweights basically. They used to be former wrestlers, but now they're like office guys.
Yeah, and that's who Seth had for most of his match. Yeah. So why can't Miro do the same thing too? You know, like, but the biggest group for the trio is BCC, is the Elite, the House of Black for sure, and Jazz. If they could figure that shit out, those will be like.
I think Top Flight could be in there too. Top Flight and AR Fox.
But they're so lightweight, and the thing is, like, they have to get a big win over the Elite or over the.
They've beaten the Elite as a trios. They beat them as a tag team. They beat FTR. They've beaten like.
I thought they lost that match,
and they beat BCC too because they won the $300,000 prize. I
thought they lost to the Elite for that matchup.
So they before they had the title, they beat them as a trio.
Oh,
and, also
with
Top
the
Flight.
Title, they lost.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah,
okay.
They won. I think there was like Christmas time. They was doing for the trios like $300,000. They're gonna split them. They won that $300,000 prize. They beat
$300,000.
Yeah, so $100,000 each.
Minus tax, you're looking at
like 50 maybe
60K per person.
For 15-minute match. I don't not too bad.
I'm not complaining either, bro. Like 60.
It's like a year's work.
That's a year work for me too. Yeah, like,
and they got in 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes, yeah.
So they're a good team. They are lightweight and they're like the only babyface team besides Orange Cassidy and Best Friends. But at least throw somebody in the mix and to change up the pace because I think the only like cruiserweight or fast moving performers in the trios thing. But
facts.
But I would say that keeping the AEW thing, that match with Vikingo and Omega, probably the best thing. I think that best thing for this week is that on Wednesday and the Cody promo against Cody and Roman Reigns promo. Those two things are like the highlights of the week. It was good. My only thing now that like we do this and I like analyze wrestling more with us and I watch it as a fan, but like I see little things. The only flaw for AEW it's the production because like camera angles and panning out and stuff. It's just like this match could use WWE production and would make both of them look like they are great wrestlers, but like it'll make all their moves.
I mean, WWE production have missed and have not recovered well when it comes to like.
But I think it's a little bit better than AEW. Like I feel like the angles and like the spots. I feel like some of it's like when they pan out and makes them not look smaller, but it's the moment looks small. I feel like certain spots they should have like cut it or like made it seem better. It's just like, oh, you missed an opportunity. The great match was great. I like the ending because Kenny gave props to him, like kind of patted him on his chest, like like you got approval. And I hope they sign him or give him something because they fumbled the bag with Dragon Lee, and he
got a bag.
Yeah, but I hope it's not like a 10-day contract or something like a part-time thing.
He's still got a bag.
Yeah, but
at least $500K. At least.
But I hope he doesn't go to the other side. Like I hope they're able to keep him in AEW or working with AEW because that's what happened. Dragon Lee.
Isn't he still the heavyweight champion for AAA?
No, he's the mega champion, Omega, like the one that looks like.
Nowhere. Yeah. I mean, like he just got to build someone else in AAA for him to have a story. That's all he needs. Like
I hope AEW like keep sending him or keep working with him rather than like let him go.
Kenny did the right thing in working with AAA. Like I said with Forbidden Door, that means the relationship with New Japan is still open, which is good. If they could try to figure out how to get, I think it was Impact. Yeah, it was Impact if they could figure out a way to get Impact more involved in this type of Forbidden Door type of pay-per-view, that would be great.
Yeah, because they could do like how used to be like SmackDown versus Raw versus AEW, do something like that.
That would be a great stand against WWE. Yeah. Even though WWE, I think, weren't they gonna like obtain like the MLW or something like that? Or
I haven't heard that one. I know there could be works with that, but MLW is still sort of on there. There's a lot of WWE influence. Like I know Raven went to there. Like a lot of people went through MLW that got picked up. But we'll see.
Cross some fingers. Yeah. So highlight definitely Cody Rhodes promoting against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns definitely. I mean, I don't think mentioning like he started a company and then was not ever to get over it was like that. That was the obvious. Like
yeah, but like he got nothing else on Cody.
He really
he got nothing else on Cody. He but it's true because it's like I like that he was like you're basically making him as a quitter. Like everywhere you went, something happened that made you quit. I've been here since day one.
Well,
so you know what I'm saying? Like, will you make it to WrestleMania? Who knows? Will you quit before that? Would the spotlight be too much for you? Because every time you get the spotlight, something happens. So, like, you're not ready for the spot.
Well, let the record be known that Cody did put himself in a situation that if he would have lost his match against Y2J, he was never going for the heavyweight belt. He put that on himself, which was unneeded, unnecessary.
Then he was like, "Oh, I don't be the gatekeeper." You are a gatekeeper.
They're all gatekeeper.
No, but like, he's trying to build up the boxing dude. And that didn't work out. He's trying to build up other people. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you kind of like bit the bullet on yourself. Unless you turn, you'll be like, I'm on this. Or like, I basically like, I'm going to go title no matter what I said. Like, go against your word. But he's trying to be too much of a good guy.
He is too much of a face. I mean, as a heel, he's entertainment. But as a face, he's very particular of like what he does and you know, how he moves and how he does it. You know, letting Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, you know, finally like reunite and go for the belt. I didn't know that was going to be the push. I thought it was just the fact that, you know,
I feel like he's the only one who.
I thought their history would be suffice for them to be.
But I feel like Cody I feel like since he went through because of Kevin and basically they had similar history, like going through like rebranding of refining himself through the indies. I feel like he was the only person that could put them back together in the roster. Like they could have done it by themselves, but that they've done that a couple of times. But somehow Kevin Owens always turns.
That's what I was hoping for.
But I feel like when that happens, somebody turns on somebody. I feel like Cody became like, all right, you guys need to like get back together.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And the reason why I don't like it is because it's like this person, this third party had to be the solution to something that organically it could have happened maybe the night before WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
Like that Friday night right before.
I was thinking more of the Monday night.
Okay.
Monday night, they hug it out. Friday, they're telling the Uso, we are your opponent for WrestleMania. And then that way you would definitely gotten more of a big pop. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the chemistry between Sami and Kevin, it's fine. And I'm not sure how well the Uso are that experienced with the style that Kevin and Sami.
Basically, the tribal chief situation, the main championship tag team is. If you kind of look at it, it's basically Indies versus WWE.
Right.
Like,
but I don't know how the Uso is able to work with that. That's my only one concern. Like my concern is not Kevin Owens and Sami. It's the Uso. Can they match the same type of
I think
skills, experience like Kevin and Sami has? That's my one concern.
But I think they're gonna win either way. It's like they have to win.
I mean, like, if, let's say, Usos lose, Roman lose, then you got the Bloodline, and then we could definitely see by SummerSlam, you know, do Roman go for his rematch? No, I think I read something saying that Roman is going to be taking a long break.
Because he could get the rematch. There's also like he don't need it. But for example, he could do Money in the Bank. Like there's other opportunities for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's won the money. Has he won the Money in the Bank? I don't think he's won the Money in the Bank. I know Seth has. Like, well, Roman's been put.
Dean, Seth, and I believe Roman. Roman definitely had the suit. Really, I think he had the suitcase. Like
maybe I could be. I don't know, but I feel like he's been shoved in everybody's face, and I feel like he's been just given opportunities rather than him not earning it because he has, but like he's been kind of like the chosen one being shoved down our throats.
Oh shit, he played for both Minnesota Vikings and the Jaguars in the same year. Damn. Sorry. I'm looking to championship and accomplishment. Let's see.
He won the Rumble. That's why he's got in. He won the Chamber. But I don't think he's won Money to Bank.
4-time WWE champion. Twice he has held the Universal. 1 time the tag team. 1 time the US. So he's already he's missing the IC to be a Grand Slam.
He won the Rumble. Won the Chamber. I don't think he's won Money to Bank.
Observer, WWE, Triple Crown.
I think the only one that's won everything has been.
He has won the IC championship, so he is a Grand Slam champion. Yeah. He won.
But the one that's won, I think, everything so far has been Seth Rollins, except the North American one. But he's won the NXT.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the
Money in the Bank. So that's something.
Yeah,
that
he got the Rumble.
So he could have 2 opportunities. He could get a rematch eventually down the line, or literally come back during the summer and win Money in the Bank. Who knows? But even though Money in the Bank, it's in Europe, so maybe a European person might win it. Like Drew or Pete Dunne or
no, I'm hoping for freaking Montez Ford. Montez Ford needs a good push. Like, I know Sami Zayn was in the topic, but right now I need Montez. Montez, Elimination Chamber. He was overlooked by Triple H during the post-conference. He definitely is a person that definitely deserved a single run for a championship. And the U.S. title would have been nice on him, but heavyweight championship will also look good on him too. Because this is my thing with WWE. The thing is that there's a lot of previous great athletes that deserve single runs, and yet they still rely on the same group of people that they've been working with for years. And I understand certain stories are not that easy to like break, but there's way to interject like new eyes, new talent within each matchup that they are not being shoved or digged, but mostly like a nice push. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw Montez Ford, and I'm trying to make a good argument for Montez Ford. We saw him as a champion, tag team champion,
and he bulked up too for a reason. Like
he bulked up. Like he's a Triple Crown champion, Grand Slam tag team champion in WWE history. He has shown that he knows how to work the mic. He has done some jobber work. He has done some great high risk maneuver to sell the show. Like what more does this man needs to do to prove that he deserved a single run for any belt?
So I feel like either he needs to turn, be healed, or have somebody like MVP as a guidance. I feel like at the moment they're stuck. That like normally tag teams are difficult to like break up and become individual. So either turn and like be like a bad guys, or have somebody like MVP to like guide you.
He doesn't even have that strong of a resume, because so far the only person that he was able to get over in a single run was Lashley.
And they were able to capture that. I think there was a Raw Tag Team Championship.
Yeah,
when they were like the Hurt Business at some point.
That was a Hurt Business, but as a group, but as a single run competitor, MVP only got Lashley under his resume. It's not enough. Now you told me Paul Heyman, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, but I don't think he could be a Paul Heyman guy. I don't know.
Because he's black.
No, I just not like. I don't think he could. Like, I don't know. Like he don't have that like aura or like because Paul Heyman guys, you like the people that've been Paul Heyman guys.
Are Rufus,
Besides Curtis Axel, besides Curtis Axel, it's been CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. You had Curtis Axel there. Just they thought there was something there because it was second generation.
Who was his guy during ECW? I know he had RVD was his champion.
Yeah, RVD was like his guy.
Was his champion. He had Dream Eater.
Tommy Dreamer. You have Sandman. Sabu was his guy too.
Yeah. He needs like a Paul Heyman. He needs like a person to really put him in front of a camera in your face all the time, and not a Bray Wyatt that is just talk. I don't need Montez to talk. I need Montez to just prove again I could work on the ring, I could kill it on the mic, and I could be like a little boy, hero. Yeah. That's what he has to be. It's the hero. He's already an eye candy. Personally, he's an eye candy. Like, right between Roman and Montez, it's like they're like right there. So I don't know what other factor does he needs to be in order to be relevant. Because you see what you gave his wife a chance, and look where she's at now. The longest black wrestler in WWE history to hold the belt. Like, bro, why can't you do it with the husband?
I don't know. That would have been nice. I think it was the last WrestleMania that they won for the championship and they lost, unfortunately. I think it was them and Bianca last year. I think she won the title. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know if he's missing, like, I don't know if it's guidance or like an extra move because he got a good finisher and everything. I don't know something.
He has the frog splash. He has the not the ankle lock. He has like this. It's like a clover type of move. He has a nice strike move too. He does a little bit of everything. He does a lot of the
DX.
The DX. So I'm not sure if he got the pedigree, does the super kick. He does it all, my guy. Like what and he sells it better than most people do, like that we consider as our hero. Like like
I don't know, it's just tough. I don't know.
It's so tough. That's the one thing I'm not liking about WWE. Is like it's the same group of people every single time, and then only one person will win the lottery, and they'll get that push. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I get it, but I'm like Rhea took a while in order for her to be in the position that she is.
Because they give everybody at least a chance once, at least once.
Time, yeah. Alexa Bliss.
But you also had like Liv Morgan. You gave her a chance. You gave, you know what I'm saying? Like you gave people.
Carmella was a multiple time women's champion. You know,
but for the men, I think it's a little bit unless they, because we don't know what's going to happen after Mania. If they're gonna split the brand or do one,
they has to split. No,
I feel like if they split,
happening,
if they're gonna split it, then yes, they just gotta make both titles equally important. They can't diminish one because one person has it compared to the other.
If Cody is the one that's going to split the belt, right? And let's say he does stay with the WWE Championship, so he could bring it back and bring the Eagle belt again.
I think Triple H likes the thought of bringing back the big gold. Well, I hope he does.
My thing is Montez, Drew, Gunther. Who else is coming to mind? I'm going to throw in Chad Gable. And I think either between Balor, Dominique, or Priest from Judgment Day, they got to go for the other heavyweight title. They got to be not a Seth, not a Brock, not a Bobby Lashley. I been there, done that. Not a Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt already had his time. I need someone, a new face. And the reason why I say Finn, because yes, people are going to say, "Oh, Finn was the inaugural."
But he barely had any.
He only had 1 day due to injury and was relinquished, so he kind of deserved a second chance. I don't need a Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens put Sami Zayn on the do list. Kevin Owens on the don't list because he already had it multiple times. I don't need a Goldberg. I need a fresh eye on this new heavyweight belt, universal gold, whatever it's going to be. I just need fresh eyes on it because
I know they have them there. It's just like they're not maximizing what you like your talent.
Like
You have people there just because like it's not
like for
not
the
giving them a
women,
chance.
I get it that there are particular wrestlers that they have that are really really good, and I can't wait until Io get her opportunity for her single run. Dakota Kai could definitely do well as a single run because she did pretty good in
NXT.
NXT.
Raquel needs to win one eventually.
Raquel Raquel is definitely a big one.
I feel like she's past it.
Her opportunity for it definitely got overshined by the
But everybody, she got because you had like Bianca, Becky coming back. You had the besties,
Charlotte.
like so everybody basically she got pushed down the line. Like you gotta wait a turn.
Like Raquel definitely need a big one. Hopefully Rhea works with her, but I don't think Rhea's gonna put her over yet.
Well, that would be a good battle of like not the Giants, but for the women's division battle of the Giants. Like
100%. Roxanne Perez, I think once she's clear, she's good to. So I get for the women's much different than the men, but for the men, it's just like I'm tired of seeing the same type of people every single. Cranium Cross, I forgot about him. He needs to have a freaking belt around his waist, like ASAP. You know what I'm saying? His opponent, Bray Wyatt opponent, and I'm going, and I know I'm rambling, but Bray Wyatt opponent should have been Cranium Cross. I don't care what people say. Killer Cross, Cranium Cross, he should have been that person. And then Bray, and then Uncle Howdy with Alexa Bliss as one factor, and then Scarlett and Cranium Cross as another. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Why aren't we doing shit like this?
I feel they can't spend too many plates at the same time, so they gotta.
No, it's like people.
Because I feel
life
like
is short. Life is
I
short.
feel like they just status quo. That's like
hear me out. Life is short, right? And we have been seeing great people, unfortunately, either get into great injury, be in a bad situation, or you know what I'm saying, we're not at the right place at the right time. And we have people who are in the right place at the right time, and they yet not being called on.
Yeah, but there's also not a 1 in a million chances, but like the Coffee Mania situation that happened out of injury. You had the Big E situation, same thing, kind of sort of out of injury. Like he kind of got split up because the New Day.
They all got buried by Brock Lesnar.
True, but that means if Montez Ford wins, he might be buried by Brock Lesnar.
I'm hoping Brock is already retired.
No, he's gonna be around if he's that paycheck clears.
With wrestling being what it is, yeah, I could see Brock being around for a long time, but still, like, you know what? But going back to my point earlier, it's like there's just great opportunities that I have seen and it made sense.
Yeah.
You know,
and there's people like that use give it like
Mia Chin. Also, does Mia Yim? I said Chin, but Mia Yim also deserves to be either a tag team or a woman champion.
The thing they should do is bring a mid card for the women's division, so at least those who are stuck in limbo have something to fight for.
It was a 24/7 belt.
Yeah, but that was like a joke. They need something like legit, like a real, like a IC title, like a women's, whatever. So at least those who are fighting on the top, they could fight whatever, and everybody who's like left. And not in a show, they have something to fight for.
I hear you, bro.
But I know, for example, for the NXT one, I like that we got close to for the North American one. They have Dragunov in the qualifier, so it's Dragunov, Dragon Lee, Wesley, and they had JD McDonough, and there's still one more spot available for that. So that should be a good card. And I think I hope Dragon Lee wins that one because they brought him in from Mexico. From AEW to WWE for a reason. So I think he's gonna end up hopefully the next North American champion.
I have no type of hope like that whatsoever.
With Dragon Lee?
Bro, you know how many people they bring over it and it takes a while?
Yeah, no, he's gonna make a big impact. He's gonna be the next.
He will make a big impact at NXT. But the moment they say, "Oh, you're either on Raw or SmackDown,"
he's gonna probably be stuck with the Legado, most likely.
Oh, he's gonna get bad. Like it's gonna be unfortunate for him, honestly. But NXT, yeah, the NXT definitely seems to have a good card. Braun, Carmelo might be dancing.
Yeah, they're just too nice. Like I'm still used to the champion contender like bickering and fighting. They just I appreciate that they respect each other, but it's just like I don't want to see that. I want you guys to like be roasting each other and like promos.
Bro, in
You know.
UFC, a lot of these fighters are now like dapping each other, be like, all right, good fight, all right.
Yeah.
And then when they get to the ring, it gets serious. So I don't mind it. I just need them to just tell a good story. That's my.
But I like that they have Pretty Deadly hosting for Stand and Deliver, and they have The Miz hosting for WrestleMania.
Oh, Miz is hosting? Oh, so they couldn't find him an opponent.
Yeah, but you have Mr. Hollywood basically hosting, you know what I'm saying, like WrestleMania Hollywood, like.
Yeah, he's really Mr. Ohio.
Oh yeah, but he's
Yeah, I know that's his
TV,
type.
Mr. TV.
Anything? Adam Pearce announced another person who's going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. It came on my Twitter account. So,
Is it Andy Kaufman?
William Shatner.
They run out of people to throw in because I know they have Andy Kaufman now, Shatner. Oh, that means I have his autograph is gonna worth more now. But I have a Shatner autograph. But so it's Kaufman, Andy Kaufman, Shatner, Muda, and Rey Mysterio.
So far, and
Maybe Stacy Keibler. Was it Stacy Keibler? Yeah.
Yeah, Stacy Keibler.
Potentially.
It should have been just McMahon for this, so he could just like disappear. But we ain't gonna see that. Ain't gonna happen. So, that's really the
I think what is it next week, right? It's the next Saturday. It's WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver, basically.
Yeah, we're not making our prediction because we are waiting for any final card to be announced. So that way our prediction is just one and done. I think that's going to be like nearly all of our next episode, honestly. Like prediction and...
I got to see. I don't know if I'm working out, but I'm going to see if I can either watch it or we set something up. Like watch it over here or whatever. But we'll figure something out.
I mean, we both got Peacock.
Yeah.
So we could definitely watch it here or wherever. As long as we have our account, that's what matters. So, any fun fact or...
No, I think I feel basically like I mentioned the highlights of for this week was just AEW, Vikingo, and Omega, and Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. That's like the big highlights of the week, and Goldberg being a free agent.
Your thoughts of the SummerSlam?
Detroit. It looks nice. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like Detroit's gonna have not finally, but it's been a while since it's been in Detroit, so it's gonna it's good for their economy, but. We don't know what's gonna happen. We have to wait until WrestleMania to see. I know Bad Bunny. The tickets are a little expensive. The Bad Bunny backlash in Puerto Rico, but I'm
you thought about Stu returning back to AEW?
Good. The only thing he's against Moxley and it's like not cool. Like I'm like he should have had like more of like a build up than going against Moxley. But if that's what you have to go through, earn your money.
Earn your money, my guy. All right, guys. I really got not much to say, but shout out to RJ City. Doing some funny shit on Sundays with Hey EW. That shit is hilarious, especially with the Kingdom. I never laughed that hard before in my life, but it was a good show. Continue to supporting us. Subscribe to our channel. Again, we're on the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitter. Providence Lucha Talk, as well as, make sure you subscribe to our stuff on your favorite podcast media app. I'm your boy, Jay. We say good night, buenas noches, and bye.
Good night. That's good.